In the 5 years that we've had talks at Bali Rica, I've only given one talk on Hotei. But I thought today would be a good day to bring him back up again. Okay. Now, this morning I was going to check out, fact check. I don't remember what century he's from or what part of China. But the internet was down, so I don't have the details. You can look him up yourself. But Hotei was a real person. He is one of the 7 gods of good luck in China, and he is the only one of the 7 who actually was a real person and not a myth. He was a monk. He did not have a monastery. He was a mendicant monk who roamed the highways and the byways of China, and he had this backpack on. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of folded up here, but he carried this big sack, okay? And in that sack, no one knows where it came from, but he always had goodies for children and for dogs and cats. He had treats. He's considered a Chinese Santa Claus. Okay? Now there are a lot of stories about Hotei, and I'll just tell you my favorite one, because I love this story. Okay, Hotei goes along and everybody loves him. The children all follow him, the dogs and cats follow him. People are just happy when they see him. He's always joyful, and he's got the belly. The belly, you know, is not the Buddha, didn't have a Buddha belly. He was a skinny guy. But the Chinese Buddhists, they love the generous bellied guy. Anyway, Hotei always had a full pack. No one knew where he got his stuff from, but he got it. But when it came time for him to die, he made a special request. He said, I wish to be cremated. This was unusual for that section that he happened to live in. They didn't really believe in it, but he said, I want to be cremated, and I want you to take my backpack and wrap it around me and put me on the funeral pyre. And I want everybody to come through town. Is his hand broken?
Yes.
When did that happen? Oh my. No, it happened and somebody didn't tell me. Anyway, hi darling. I want everybody to come to my cremation. I want them to follow me through town. This was common in those days for funerals. The whole city would turn out and be there for my cremation, and I want to be wrapped in my backpack. And don't anybody, touch it. Just cremate me in it. So they said, okay. So they follow him through town. They get the funeral pyre, fire's all going. Everybody's all sad, and they're chanting, and they're sorry he's gone. And they light the funeral pyre, and he takes off like a Roman rocket. He has packed himself with fireworks so that he's on his deathbed, just blowing the sky open. So his death turned into a huge celebration. And so he's kind of revered for that story. So that's the story of Hotei. He makes you feel good. I'm very upset that his hand is missing. That's happened when I didn't know about it. And
we'll fix it.
I don't know where it went. But anyhow, there he is. So that's the story of Hotei. If you want to feel happy, get a picture of it. Like this. Just feel good. If you want to feel calm, get a nice big picture of the Buddha. And look at his face. It's a face of tranquility in the midst of suffering. So there you are for that. We decided that we would now do our second normal meditation that we do. We begin either with a mindfulness or a guided meditation, and we always end with a metta meditation. When we end with the metta meditation this time, please really try and be aware of how it makes you feel. It's a very, very emotional meditation. It has very deep roots into our own psyches. And if we actually embrace how it feels, it will keep opening us up. Right now, we're being asked to shut down. Metta meditation says you can open completely up. It doesn't matter if your body is shut down. We are not our bodies. With love, we open and open and open. And this is what we go back to the beginning when I said where we place our minds is the direction of our life. So if you make loving kindness or simple unconditional friendliness your ground position, what the Buddha calls a Brahma Vihara, a sublime dwelling, an elevated dwelling where our minds and hearts live, your life is going to be cast in a very, very positive direction. So there are 5 people in this particular meditation. The first is yourself. You always begin with yourself. You cannot give from an empty cup. So you work first on loving yourself, and then you move outward with an abundance, an overflow of that emotion. The second is someone you already love very, very much. The third is a neutral person. Someone that you maybe pass on the road and wave at, but you never really knew their name. You just know they live somewhere in your neighborhood. Or someone who waits on you. Someone with whom, you're familiar, but you're not intimate at all. The fourth is someone with whom you're in conflict. Someone that you either don't like or they don't like you. Someone you have a grudge against, living or dead. Might be somebody who's been gone for 20 years and you still can't let go of ill will. And so it's just someone with whom you're having a fight, whatever, somebody you're in conflict with. And the final one is expanded out to the whole world, to not only this world, but all other worlds. So each of these little well-wishings moves you out larger and larger and larger and larger and larger into space. And when you get all through, you kind of want to absorb the feelings that you get from that and try to carry them forward into your everyday life. So get into your meditative position, comfortable, balanced, centered, stable. Drop your shoulders, open your chest. To transition from outside and all this conversation to inside, just take a few deep breaths. Sharon will ring the chimes. To yourself, say to yourself, may I be well. May no harm come to me. May I live with ease, calm, and peaceful. May I be happy. Now bring to mind someone you love. Look at them, say their name to yourself, smile. May you be well. May no harm come to you. May you live with ease, calm and peaceful. May you be happy. And now to your neutral person. If you don't know his or her name, simply address them as friend. And say to them, may you be well. May no harm come to you. May you live with ease, calm and peaceful. May you be happy. And now we turn our attention to someone with whom we're in conflict. Take a moment. You've established feelings of goodwill. Continue them. Bring them to mind. Bring this person to mind. Look at them. Smile. And say, may you be well. May no harm come to you. May you live with ease, calm and peaceful. May you be happy. And then with another deep breath or two, we release that person. We put our hands over our hearts, symbolically to embrace all sentient beings everywhere. And we say, may all beings everywhere on this plane and all other planes be well. May all beings everywhere be safe. May all beings everywhere be free from suffering. May all beings everywhere be happy. And now, when you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes, check how you feel. Know that the truth at the heart of all creation is love. It's the most powerful force in the world. And if you abide by no other dictate than to be kind, you will be okay no matter what happens in the world. So now, please put your palms together. Go in peace. Go making peace. Living gently. Loving mightily. And bowing to the mysteries. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ruthie.